So we're at Glennwood Nature Preserve. Welcome. It is Wednesday, January 27th, 2021. And we're gonna take a hike here on Glennwood. Glennwood is an acres property. It's only my second time here at Glennwood. And so there is hunting property on both sides. It's pretty much a straight out and back trail. There's hunting on both sides, and last time I was here, the hunting was active. That was a little concerning. I don't know if it is today or not, but I have a bright orange vest, but it is sitting on my kitchen table right now. So fingers crossed I don't get shot. So Glennwood, again, an acres preserve. It's another one of the acres preserves that is scheduled for closure of public access. So acres will still maintain the land, but public won't have access starting sometime around 2024. One thing that makes Glennwood Nature Preserve unique is it has a circumneutral bog. Now I don't really know what that means, circumneutral bog, but apparently there's only 15 of them in Indiana, and this is one of them. So the bog here started out as a lake, but then things grew. So you have now some mosses, some ferns and such, all on a layer of peat. So it's no longer a lake, and it's now a bog. So I don't know. You can see here, I don't know, maybe you can see here, it's pretty much, as I said, just a straight out and back trail. It's about, I'm gonna guess, less than a mile, but then you go out and you come back, so probably be maybe a mile and a half, maybe a mile and 3/4. There are no human tracks in the snow. There's some tracks. You can see a couple layers of snow, a couple of tracks underneath the snow. Looks like I see some cat tracks, probably just a house cat, but there's some cat tracks in the snow as well. And the cat tracks follow some bunny tracks, some rabbit tracks. So I'm guessing there was a cat out here doing a little bit of hunting. The first probably, I don't know, maybe half mile of the trail is really narrow, and all along you'll see private property, purple painted, no trespassing signs. So it is a really narrow path to get out up closer to the bog, and the acres property expands a little bit more. But on both sides of the trail, right? Private property, no trespassing sign. So you have a really narrow access point. Right. The first time I was out here, and it might be the same today, maybe even worse today, but the first time I was out here, I got to the end of the trail, and there's supposed to be a little bit of a loop out there, but I couldn't find it. And I didn't get lost in the sense, like, I knew where I was, I knew how to get back, but I definitely could not figure out where the trail went. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it'll be better in the snow, maybe it'll be worse in the snow. Not hearing any gunshots today, so that's a little bit positive. Like I said, the last time I was here, I want to say it was end of November, start of December, sometime around that time, sometime between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And at that point, there were some gunshots. Here you can see, I don't know, maybe you can see it. We got a deer stand right there in the tree. Like I said, I mean, we are, I don't know, 20 feet wide of is the access trail to get back. And otherwise, both sides is hunting land. So that is a little bit kind of interesting, right? You've got hunting all over surrounding a nature preserve, and so you can't hunt on the nature preserve land. The animals don't really understand the signs and the borders. So the animals live on the nature preserve and then go out to get food and take a step too far, and now they're in land that's being hunted. So anyway, okay. So we'll pick the video up here in a little bit as we see some more exciting things. So it looks like we have here some deer tracks, okay, in the snow. Just picked those up a couple feet ago, a couple feet back. Again, as I was mentioning, right, like that is hunting land, that is hunting land, and so, man, if the deer stays on this trail, he or she's fine, but take a step too far to the left or right and you run the risk. Some other tracks here. I'm trying to figure out what these other tracks are. I don't know if you can see that. About 1.5 inches, 2 inches for the hind paw. Looks like it might have claws out. I don't think it's cat. It's possible just dog. I don't think it's dog though. I don't know. Took some pictures, and I'll look up in my book when I get home. Yeah, we got a tree down here, so we gotta get through this area. You can see by the color of the wood that this came down pretty recently, but let's get through here in the snow. Try not to fall. Try not to fall. There we go. I didn't quite go down, but a little slick. Made it through. I do not see the deer tracks anymore, so it must have seen that barrier and gone around, which means there's a pretty good chance it went into the hunting lands. Whatever this critter is, though, this other track, it's still here. So it went through that tree. I don't know. Not sure what it is. Might be raccoon. I don't know. There's not quite a good clear print. You got decent prints, but nothing's quite clear enough. Okay. So, looks like in the snow, it is a little better. I can actually see the loop here with the snow. So, I'm gonna keep hiking. So we've got here, I believe this, I'm hoping it comes in on the camera. Don't know if it's focusing in on that. I believe this is American witch hazel growing here. So here it is, January 27th, and we've got, oh man, I don't know if I can get that to focus on those. We've got flowers coming in bloom. That's kind of neat, right? Some flowers here in January. Okay, more hiking. I'm not positive, but I think I'm starting to see some possum tracks in here. Possum tracks kind of look like a deformed human hand. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what we're seeing. Some of these here are possum. Okay, well, made it through the loop, coming back up to the fallen tree. As I said, not a whole lot here, pretty much just straight out and back. So I think that'll be the end here of the video. So thanks for taking a hike with me.